Hi everyone, this is Brian.
And Zion Gabriel Stenzler, and today we will be making hummus.
Welcome to our next edition of Wellness Wikis, where we teach children and families how to just have lots of fun together and to eat healthy food and live a healthy lifestyle.
Yep.
And of course, hummus could be part of a nice, healthy lifestyle, right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. In fact, Brooke and I, my wife, we're doing a standard process cleanse right now, 21-day purification program, which I highly recommend. We could always talk about that. You can look at the description later on and talk about it. But hummus is one of the foods that can be really nice and filling. It's not carbohydrate loaded. It's made from a seed, and from chickpeas. So we got really cool things to do. And we're going to make a special edition with the hummus today. So what we're going to do today to make it a little different, typically we make hummus with sesame seeds. But today we're going to do a little autumn feel, even though we're entering the spring, with pumpkin seeds. It gives a nice little change, nice different flavor, and it's fun too. So there's no right or wrong way to make hummus as long as it tastes good and it stays healthy. So what are some of the big ingredients in hummus? Do you remember?
So both of those are chippies, and they make it to what I forgot what they do.
They just make it yummy.
They make it yummy.
Yeah. So what we're going to do is today we're going to use our Vitamix. You don't have to use a Vitamix, but it does make it simple. And even the recipe that we're using really comes from the Vitamix recipe. So we're going to make it quite simple. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with 2 cans of organic chickpeas.
Can I pick them?
Yes, you can in just a moment.
All of them?
So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take a full can of chickpeas with the water, and we're going to just dump it right into the Vitamix.
Can I do it myself?
Yep, go ahead. Dump it in. Good job. And get everything in there. Awesome. And then the second one, we're actually going to drain the water out. Where is the little bucket? There we go. So we're going to drain the water out of this one. So we don't want to have too much liquid in there. And this is a great way to measure how much liquid you want to have in your chickpea, in your hummus. So go ahead and dump that in.
And there's going to be more chippies.
Yeah. Go ahead and dump that in. Good job. Make sure you get all of them. Perfect.
It's kind of gross when they're wet.
Yeah, they kind of seem gross, right? And I always recommend soaking your own
But they
chickpeas
actually
also.
taste really good.
Makes it even less costly if you soak your own chickpeas in water.
Yep.
Then we're going to throw in 1 clove of garlic. I do a small clove because
Can
some
I
kids
put
don't
it in?
like as much garlic. But yeah, go ahead and drop that
And
in there.
I don't like
And with a Vitamix, you could do a whole
Plop.
garlic. If you're using another type of food processor,
He's in.
then you may want to chop up the garlic first. And then what we're going to do is, and there's no definite measurement of what you want to do, but we're going to do a 1/4 cup of pumpkin seeds. And these are raw sprouted pumpkin seeds. You could use, you could just kind of bake your own, roast your own pumpkin seeds if you want, but the healthiest are going to always be with the raw.
Put all of this in except
Yeah.
the
So
royal.
Zion, what number are these? So also teaching math is really good for kids. These are the measurements. Remember we covered this last time with the pickles? What are those numbers?
1, 4.
Right. So it's 1/4. That's 1/4, which is the same thing as a 1/4. So it's a 1/4 cup of pumpkin
Can
seeds.
I dump it? You?
Yep. I'm going to just pour it over like this, and I'll let you dump it in.
Can I
There
have
you
one?
go. Sure.
No.
Go ahead, have one there. There you go. His hands are washed, and it's only going to be for the family. Go ahead and
Can I
dump
have
that in
one
there. Just go ahead and dump it in.
Can I have one more?
Sure. Okay. We got that in there. Then
I ate 2 pumpkin
we're going to
seeds.
do a 1/4 cup of lemon juice. I'm going to dump this in just so it
Let's
doesn't
do
spill.
it from now.
Beautiful. We got that in there. We're going to do 1 tablespoon of olive oil, good extra virgin olive oil. And you said that was a really important ingredient, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. So this here is 1 tablespoon. See that number 1? The difference between a tablespoon and a teaspoon is a teaspoon is smaller than a tablespoon, right? So I know we've talked about this in the past. So we're going to go ahead and put that
I'm
in there.
going to dump it all
Go dump it? Go ahead.
myself.
Okay. Good job. Thank you for your help on that.
And it kind of looks gross while you're still making it, but when it's done and it looks like hummus, it actually looks really good. And it's white, like a stone super, and it also tastes good.
It sure is. Another
No one
secret
can-
ingredient
no one can
is
like-
cumin. It's really nice to put some cumin in here,
Dad,
organic
can
cumin.
I-
1
can-
teaspoon.
Are we going to put it on the iPad, or is it just going to record?
Well, a little bit of both, maybe. And then I'll put about a tablespoon of salt in there. It's really salt to
gonna do
taste.
it.
Go ahead, dump it in
All
there.
of it?
Sure, dump it in there. And some people say to put the salt in at the end, but I like to put it in first so I know it gets blended really well. And those are all the ingredients. That's pretty simple. So now we're going to see how Zion does with the Vitamix. All right?
Yay! That was my favorite part.
I know. So come on over here, Zion. And I'm going to time it for a minute. So this way we make sure, because the timing is very important when you're making hummus. Because if you let it go for too long.
It's almost going to be hummus, you guys.
All right.
Everyone.
You ready? I'm going to, you want to flick it on? Go ahead. Flick that on. Up. There you go.
Yeah. Are you done?
And we are done. And now we should have some yummy, tasty hummus. And let's take this, put it over here. Usually we would do this in the kitchen, but it's a lot more difficult to get Zion over
because
the
I
kitchen.
would run away.
Because it's really high up there. And then we go ahead and we
eat it.
Pour it in there. And we got our beautiful hummus.
And now we can eat some.
You can eat some, and then you just get out the rest of it. Yep. And then what's always nice is you could top it off and put some pumpkin seeds on it.
Now we have it.
And we could put in a little bit of paprika.
But if we don't want to, we don't have to.
Right, if you don't want to, you don't have to. And makes it nice and pretty. Have a seat, Zion. And we can even put a little bit of olive oil. Have a seat right here, buddy.
Right.
A little bit of olive oil to dribble around.
And cameraman microphone.
And you could even throw on some extra pumpkin seeds. And make it all nice and pretty. And there is your hummus. Very easy. Was that fun?
Yes.
All right. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure you subscribe to our videos in the future. Watch more fun things that we're going to do with Zion. We'll see you all soon. And Brian Stenzler and Zion, looking forward to helping you live your dream every day.